Hey guys, welcome back to the shop, and in today's episode we need to empty this box. We're working on the engine side of things, and that is really exciting, being as that's the heart and soul of any car or any project. Once you get to the engine side of things, it really helps keep you motivated to keep going, especially when you hear the thing run for the first time. So obviously we don't even have the engine in the car, but we're starting to put the engine together, and this box is full of a lot of engine parts that I need to get out of the box and figure out what I have, what needs to be fixed, what can be repaired, and what needs to be replaced as we're building this engine here behind me. So today's task is just getting everything out of the box and start organizing some stuff and figure out what we have and where we need to be to get to where we're going. So thanks for tuning in. If you like this stuff, click that thumbs up button. In fact, if you thought that box was gonna break as I was pulling it off the shelf, go ahead and click that thumbs up button. If you're not a current subscriber, become one. It's free. It's absolutely no charge whatsoever. I'm keeping it for free as long as possible. Well, never mind. I have enough money. Subscriptions will always be free. I will never make any money off of you subscribing. I will never charge for a subscription to the channel. So it's free, always will be. Thanks for subscribing. Alright guys, well that's the big box of engine parts. That is now a big mess of engine parts on my garage floor. So I'm going to be building an engine here in the next few episodes. If you want to see that, make sure you click the like button. Obviously become a subscriber. It's still free of charge, and you'll be notified of whenever these awesome engine building videos get dropped in the future. If you remember back to a previous episode, or if you want to go check that episode out, there's the scene from it right here where I was pulling a old straight six engine out of the bed of my truck, and I said more on this later. Well, here's an update on that engine. Here's the background and everything that goes along with it. That was a free engine, and I know that's impossibly hard to believe, much less free Datsun parts in this day and age, when everybody who has a Datsun, who realizes it's a Datsun, now also realizes in the same breath that they apparently have a pile of gold sitting under a tree that has been rotting away for the last 50 years in their yard. So they want to cash in on that, and you see the Facebook marketplace erupting with astronomical prices for cars that are insanely overpriced for what they are. So it's always a good day when you get to run across more Datsun parts that are reasonably priced, and it's even a better day when that Datsun part is an engine and it's free. So naturally, I took the time to go pick that engine up, took a risk, took a gamble, but it wasn't a financial one. It was just a time-consuming trip in that it was about 3 hours of my day to go pick it up, but I got it back home and I disassembled it. Now, initial disassembly, I immediately realized that this engine had been apart before and somebody had stopped working on it, and that is never a good sign. When somebody pulls the valve cover off and stops, usually something catastrophic went wrong, but it's pretty easy to see it's in the valve train components. So when they get to the head and then they stop, that's usually a very bad sign. And that's kind of what happened here. I pulled the valve cover off, realized the timing chain had already been removed. All of the head bolts were already loose, and that's not a good sign, meaning that the head had already been removed, and somebody at that point in time decided that this engine was unsalvageable. So I got the head off and then gave my interpretation of what the problem was. And the problem was that that pile of gold that was sitting in somebody's yard had been sitting there with no spark plugs, no intake, and no exhaust on it for that same 30-year period, because it looked like it had been dropped in the bottom of the ocean with all of the amount of rust that was in each of the cylinders. Now, normally a locked engine to me isn't that big of a deal. That's not a showstopper. I fill it full of ATF mixed with acetone and let it sit for a couple days. The acetone helps thin out the ATF. The ATF, automatic transmission fluid, is only about a 7 to 9 weight oil, so it's a very light viscosity oil anyway. It has very good potential to seep down past the rings and kind of help break everything loose. The ATF alone will normally do the job. Something like this, you really need to mix it with something like acetone or mineral spirits or something of the like to thin it out, and that usually gets things freed up pretty quickly. I knew I was going to be in for a tough go at cracking this engine loose, being that it had so much surface rust on the cylinder walls themselves. So that's pretty much where I stopped, unfortunately. I could get the engine apart. Could it be salvaged? Yes. Then the question becomes, is it worth it? And the answer to that is no. I love saving old cars, and I love restoring things that people don't value anymore. I love getting engines running, and I would have loved to have gotten that engine running, especially because it was a free engine. But it just wasn't in the cards. It would have taken far more money than that engine is worth versus me going out and finding something that's already broke loose and free. As far as rotating assembly goes, maybe not monetarily or price-wise, but even if I had to spend a couple $100 on a original engine, as long as it's not locked up and relatively sealed outside of the weather, that would be a much better route to go than to stick $3,000 to $5,000 into this engine only to bore it out to its maximum potential and still maybe have some rust pitting in the cylinder walls. So that's not something I want to go down, and I don't recommend you take those travels either. But if you ever get the opportunity to run across some free Datsun parts, go get them. You never know. He did have some good gold sitting in that pile of parts that came along with the boat anchor, and that was some Weber carburetors and some other various little intake parts and starters and alternators and things like that. So I did get those, and those appear to be in relatively good condition. Now, once I picked up that free engine, I had all these things running through my mind. Well, if I can get that for free, what else can I get for free? And not to be greedy, but I thought it would be really cool to be able to get maybe a whole Datsun together for little to no money, and depending on how the channel does, maybe build it over the next year or two and then give it away because I got it for free. So that would be cool, but then I promptly came back to reality and realized that everybody thinks these things are made of gold, and they are not. Unfortunately, they're made of rust. So if you have one, it's probably rusted completely everywhere, and even if it was free, it still wouldn't be worth it to me to build it for free and then give it away. But that would have been a cool concept, I agree. But it's not going to happen with that engine, unfortunately. But we are to the engine building portion of this car, and luckily, I already have an engine for it. I've already had it at the machine shop. We've already gotten all the work done, and that was years ago before I even started this channel. So all that process has been done. Unfortunately, I won't have a video on the machining process or anything like that. We'll have plenty of videos in the future for the actual build, but I want to get it in the original paint. So we went ahead and matched up the paint that I got off of this air cleaner over here, and I've actually got another one that I've already painted in the original color as well. So all of those matching, we're going to paint the engine in that original Nissan OEM little turquoise greenish color. So the next video is probably going to be preparing the block, and then we're going to get it in the original OEM Nissan turquoise greenish paint, and I'll have all the paint coats for you guys if you want to go to your local wherever and get it mixed up, and I'll try to put that in the description. So if you're excited about the engine finally getting assembled, let me know by clicking the thumbs up and leaving a comment below. If you haven't subscribed already, do that now. It's still free of charge. Get it while supplies last. I appreciate you guys as always, and until next time, thanks for watching this one.